What's up everybody? The War Within just dropped for PC Warframe and I figured I'd show you guys all the goodies that you can get from the new update. Now before I get into this, I just want to let you know that I am a Warframe partner, so I get day one access to all these items. This in no way influences the way I talk about items. Like for example, last armor set that came out, the Emblitz collection, I did not like that armor set, so I didn't even make a video on it. But all of these items I'm going to be showing you can be picked up in the Continuity Collection in the Marketplace. Now this is going to be 895 plat for everything, but you can buy these things separately for a smaller price tag in case that's too much for you to spend, or you just can't find yourself spending that on stuff you don't necessarily like. Now there is one exception. There's the Koopa Braid. This is 50 plat. It's another Syandana that's in the game. This did not come with the Continuity Collection, but I figured I would just show that because that is also a Kuva item. So since I already have Nyx Prime selected, let's go ahead and take a look at her. Now I've always kind of had a love for Nyx Prime just by herself. I love her helmet and the accents on her chest, things like that. Like, it's just amazing. And I've always had a hard time finding armor to fit her properly, so most of the times I've just never really worn armor on her. But this time around, the Kuva armor actually fits really nice on her shoulders. That's usually where I find the most problem, for me anyways. And these fit really nicely on her. And also, the chest piece doesn't necessarily block up all of the chest accents she has going on. As you can see, you can still see the all-seeing eye on her chest, or whatever you want to consider that. And then if you look at her legs, the leg armor just cups the calf a little bit, I guess you could say. And then you got the Kuva Cloak. It's got the nice little hood and the studs and a little bit of a stripe going on. And I just think it blends well together with her body type. It just molds well with it, because a lot of these armor sets, they'll clip on really well with Excalibur, but then when you try and put them on other frames, they just do not fit right. But in this case, for Nyx, it fits her pretty well. Alright, so next up we got Volt Prime. Now, I've always enjoyed Volt Prime, but I didn't get to pick up his EDO Prime armor, and I've always kicked myself for doing that, so every time I use him, it kind of depresses me. But this Kuva armor kind of does it justice. Like, it looks really nice on him. I kind of like the whole braided tassel thing, if that's what you want to call that. It seems to go really well with him, to me. Now, I'm just using default colors on Volt Prime. As you can tell, you're probably wondering why I'm running default colors, but I really enjoy them. I ran default colors with Nyx Prime as well, because these are like two of the Prime frames that I actually like the default colors for, and I felt like I didn't really need to adjust. But as you can see here, I got all the Kuva armor on there, and then I have the Kuva Cloak as well. Now, if you're wondering what the Kuva Braid would look on him, let's go ahead and scroll down here, and that is what the Kuva Braid would look like. Next up, we got Limbo. Now, I didn't really ever think I would do Limbo in one of these armor videos, but this armor set actually fits him rather nicely. I honestly don't really use Limbo. I'm not a huge fan of Limbo. When Limbo first came out, he was just a massive troll frame, and it just put a real bad taste in my mouth, and I just haven't really ever been able to forgive the frame for all of the assholes that decided to run him. But regardless of that, this armor set looks really nice on him. I actually really like the way it fits his shoulders. His leg armor doesn't really clip into the leg armor he already has. It just fits nicely together like that. So I definitely would recommend trying this out on your Limbo and seeing what kind of color styles you can run with it. Next up, let's check out the kitty armor here. As you can see here, you got the Kuva Khavat armor, and he's kind of patting my paws. I don't know if he hates me or not. He probably does. I named him Dr. Gene, so he probably hates my guts. But it's a nice looking Khavat armor. Come over here, buddy. Come over in the light. Come over in the light. There we go. Now, as you can see there, it's got the black and red, like all the other Kuva stuff, basically. I kind of like that on the Khavat armor. This guy's not cooperating, so we're going to go over here. But let's take a look at them through here. Now, if you see there, it's got all the kind of stripe patterns and then the braids as well, like all the other Kuva stuff, and it looks pretty nice. I don't know what's really going on with the hump here, but it kind of looks, I don't know, like a tumor or something. Like, it don't look healthy. I kind of want to take it to the vet, but I think this looks pretty nice all by itself. Now obviously you could just run over and take this here, move that, and then we could pick some just random colors just to show you what it looks like. And I mean, while the random color generator usually picks disgusting colors, sometimes you'll find a decent color pattern. And honestly, this armor set, it's pretty nice because, I don't know, I really like the whole braid thing, and it also covers the khavat's face, so if you don't necessarily like the way your khavat looks, you now have a way of hiding it, so that's always good. But yeah, that's the khavat armor. It's 90 plat by itself, just in case you're wondering. And let's move on to the kubrow armor. Alright, so on to kubrow armor. Now unfortunately I do not have a bulky kubrow. Come on up here to the light, buddy. Come up to a light source. Come up to a light source. That's right. That's right. This is the kubrow armor. Now, as you can see, it covers its face as well, but he's got some bulky shoulder pads on him, as well as some hind leg pads, I guess you could say. I don't know. But I think it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty nice. Makes him look really mean. Like I said though, unfortunately I don't have a bulky kubrow. I only have this type of kubrow. So I can't show you what it looks like on all the body types, but on this body type it actually looks really nice. It doesn't really clash with his body at all, it doesn't clip in or anything, it seems like, and it just fits him really well. So this armor set for the kubrow is also 90 plat like the khavat armor, in case you're wondering. Alright, so if you're running the illicit ship, just the default ship, this is the Kuva skin that you get for it. As you can see here, it's black and red, and it's got a little bit of silver on the edges there. That's what it would be looking like. Now, of course, you can change the colors if you want to, but the black and red I feel like looks pretty nice on it. But to each their own, because I'm sure there's a lot of cool color designs you can do with this. I just really enjoy the black and red, so I've just been keeping it like that. Now this is the Zico Skin here. I'm running this in my channel colors, but if you want to make it to the black and red, that's what that looks like. And if you want to do random colors just to see what all you can do with it, that actually looks pretty cool right there. But there's plenty of color options for this as well. Like I said, it just takes some time to play around and figure out what works right for the skin and just preference itself. Now unfortunately I do not have the mantis or the the mantis and the scimitar ship on this account, so I cannot show you those ships and their skins. I'm sorry about that, but eventually one day I will have it. But it looks here like we've run through basically everything I wanted to show you guys. Now, I'm going to be showing the weapons off in each of their own episodes, so be sure to stick around for that. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to bring out another video real soon.